Why, hello there and welcome back, fellow bounty hunters. And today in Star Wars, we got to see the very first gameplay of the upcoming Star Wars Hunters game at the Apple Showcase event, as well as find out new information about the game, including the many characters you'll be playing with, what planet the game will take place on, and when you can expect the game to release, as well as a heavily rumored soft launch for the game. Not only this, but they also released a new cinematic trailer which showed all of the players battling it out with their many different weapons and abilities. But I know what you're here for. You want to see actual gameplay, so let's dive right into the gameplay of Star Wars Hunters that was shown today at the Apple event. So as you can see, Star Wars Hunters is an arena combat style game that will feature 4 versus 4 combat with many different types of players, including a lightsaber wielding dark side user, bounty hunters, Jawas, and even an Ugnaught controlling a droideka. Yes, you heard that right, an Ugnaught controlling a droideka. How cool is that? Also, another thing I did notice was that in the gameplay, it looks like the goal of the mode shown is to capture control points similar to a domination type of mode or conquest type of mode. So this should hopefully spread out the battles a bit more and add a little bit more variety to the gameplay. That is, if you can capture and control multiple control points at once. Now, I haven't heard anything else about any other modes, but as soon as I do, I'll let you all know. And the graphics are definitely more Pixar styled this time compared to previous Star Wars games like Star Wars Battlefront 2, and I'm guessing this should allow the developers to make more content quickly and release new heroes much faster, which is definitely good news for the community that embraces the game and wants more content more quickly and more often. Personally, I am becoming more and more excited for this game the more I see its characters, their special abilities, the combat, the arenas, and all that stuff. So hopefully the gameplay is really solid and the combat is balanced between players when it releases, which is supposed to be sometime in 2022. I'm guessing early 2022, and then there's a rumored soft launch before that as well. So who knows? Maybe we'll get a soft launch before the end of this year. I'm hoping that happens, so I'll keep my eyes peeled for that as well. Also, we got to learn more about the characters in the game, including their individual names and a brief description of each character on the official website. So here's a brief rundown of every character so far. So first character is called Graz, who is a Wookiee warrior with a penchant for disarming droids and his opponents. And then we got Aaron Tal, and it says this Mandalorian is here to call out the wicked and serve up fury justice. And then we got Utini, who I'm guessing is going to be a fan favorite, and it says this about Utini. It says Jawa scrappers with an arsenal of hidden fire power. So it's going to be really interesting to see how Utini plays compared to the other characters, because Utini technically is 2 characters in one. And then we also have J3D1, who is a one-of-a-kind droid programmed to believe that the Force is with him. And then we have Reeve, hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly, and she's described as a shrewd dark side warrior here to sow wickedness throughout the arena. So as you know, she has a lightsaber and she looks very cool. And then we got Amara Vex. It says always looking for the bounty, always on the hunt. Vex never loses. I think that's such a cool name, an appropriate name for that character. It just matches. And then we got Slingshot, who is a flashy adrenaline junkie joyrider. And it says Slingshot revels in roadkill. So I'm guessing that rolling is going to play a huge part in Slingshot's combat style, because they mentioned roadkill. So I'm guessing he might be rolling over his opponents quite often and using that to his advantage. We'll have to see how he plays out. But then we got Sentinel, a remnant of the Empire unwilling to accept defeat. And then last but certainly not least is Zaina, who is a veteran of the Rebel Alliance and hero to the New Republic, because as you know, this game takes place after episode 6. So there is the full rosters of characters so far, and honestly, I can't decide which one is my favorite. You know, Slingshot looks really cool, of course, who is the Ugnaught who controls the Droideka, but I also love the idea behind the Jawas stacked on top of each other, and then Reeve is just a cool character with a red lightsaber. So the question is, which character is your favorite? Post in the comments and let me know who you think is your favorite character. Now, also, we learned from the official website that the planet you will be playing on is called Vespara and will have multiple arenas. I did a previous video breaking down all of the screenshots that were released last week. We got to see some of the different arenas, including a snow arena and other such environments. How big and complicated these arenas are have yet to be seen, but hopefully they are big enough to accommodate the 4 versus 4 player battles. So there is our first look at the gameplay of Star Wars Hunters, and Star Wars Hunters is set to release sometime in 2022, most likely early 2022, with a rumored soft launch of the game soon. The game will be releasing on Nintendo Switch as well as Android and iOS devices, and I'm hoping that they also bring it to the Xbox and PlayStation in the future as well. So what do you think of Star Wars Hunters so far? Let me know in the comments. And as you know, 2022 promises much more Star Wars news. Not only are we getting Star Wars Hunters from Zynga, but EA has stated that they will be revealing their vision for the future of their Star Wars games in 2022 as well. And this could be happening as early as May 2022, since this is when the next Star Wars celebration takes place. So I'm fully expecting the next Jedi Fallen Order to be there. And then hopefully maybe we'll see something on Star Wars Battlefront 3. Who knows? Now, on top of all of this, many fans also want to see more of Ubisoft's open world Star Wars game as well, which is currently in full development over at Ubisoft Massive, the same studio that created The Division. Now, we don't know hardly anything about Ubisoft's new Star Wars game, other than that it will be an action Star Wars game set in an open world. But hopefully at Star Wars Celebration or E3 next year, we find out a lot more about this title. And again, thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, use the Force and smash that like button. And if you're new here, join the Star Wars HQ fam by hitting subscribe and ringing the bell to be notified of new upcoming videos. I'll see you next time, take care, and may the Force be with you always.